What is up, y'all? What is up? We have a little bit of a different scenery. And if I were to turn this camera off quickly or suddenly, it's for good cause. And I'm just kidding. That sounds so stupid. But yeah, we're hopping right into this. We are on day 34. I kind of want to just immediately jump in. I think I'm already on the website that I'm currently looking at. The goal for today is we are currently taking some notes on thermal paste, and I just felt like because I'm studying right now, shoot, might as well just live stream it and get right into this. Okay, so let me just see how everything is coming out real quick because I don't want to click the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so we got a lot to get into today. We're going to make sure that we get into this dust cleaning and thermal pasting, which should be rather quickly. I just made a whole video, which is kind of me taking a hardware quiz, which my average was an A-, but that video should be coming out, I want to say, at 8 p.m. today, so make sure you end up tuning in for 8 p.m. But let's go and just jump right into this little study session, and then we'll probably get to job hunting and probably do that for a lot longer compared to the studying aspect of things because I've been kind of studying like all damn day. So let's go and jump over. And currently what we're looking at is we are kind of just looking at what the AI aspect of things are saying. I feel like they explained it really well. There's also a video we can probably get into pretty soon, but we're going to really focus on this part. As you can see in my notes, I kind of wrote the beginning part already. So we're going to get into step 1, which is about cleaning the dust. I'm hoping that it gets into exactly why you need to clean the dust, but it's just saying to use compressed air, so we can end up taking that note down. But yeah, I don't get why you would probably need to use that. I'm not too sure. It says anti-static wrap. Assuming that's so you don't probably shock yourself and or not yourself, but I think avoid damaging the other components with electricity. At first I thought it was to stop yourself from getting shocked, but then I realized what it actually was. They say to apply, I don't know how to pronounce that, but lint-free cloth or conswab and wipe down the CPU's integrated heat spreader, the base of the heatsink. So it's not really saying why you might need to do some of this. I know some people apply thermal paste when they are putting their new, putting in maybe a new piece of the CPU or something. I don't know if it's you only do thermal paste for the CPU. I'm not even positive. It probably is only CPU based. But I think it's when you are putting a new one in because some new ones don't come with thermal paste. But I'm not sure if it's a possibility that after a while, could your CPU kind of just bounce off, and then could that be the issue? It can probably unstick, so you need to put it back in. I'm not sure, but if you're applying the thermal paste, you're supposed to let it dry. I did see a YouTube video that showed them applying the thermal paste at the top of the CPU and then kind of spreading it down, but then this was talking about put a tiny droplet. So it was a little bit confusing there, but it's okay. So you gotta let it dry after cleaning. Apply the paste. I don't know, after cleaning what? Why would it be wet? Oh, because of the alcohol. So after cleaning with the alcohol. So let me make that clear before I sit there and I put this in water. No, I'm just kidding. I would never. Apply the paste, small amount, and directly onto the center of the CPU. Yeah, this one says the center of the CPU, but I seen this dude who did the top of the CPU, so I wonder why. To avoid over application, the dude I was watching, it did seem like he put a lot, but over application because too much paste can cause issues. So I wonder why no one really pointed that out when he did that. But granted, I didn't really understand it my damn self. So maybe a lot of us were just learning, so we just kind of assumed he was correct. Issues while too little can lead to poor heat transfer. But yeah, so I'm gonna continue to keep doing quizzes on my own time, specifically today. And I think this right here, once I finish this particular part, we end up making it into module 5 for tomorrow's video, which should also be quick. I might try to do that off camera completely, and I just will maybe give you guys like a little recap on camera. But I do want to make sure that I can finish module 5 really quickly because I'm trying to get myself to already be kind of studying for the CompTIA A plus. But the only problem is since I don't have much time in my day, I can only do about an hour a day. On my days off, I need to like go crazy or go in. But also too, I don't really know about software. I don't really know about networking. So I want to make sure that I can get, a good amount of the basics completed and stuff like that. And I gotta remember to switch this to day 34. I know I came on a little bit later today, but that's all right. We do have a little video coming out, which can hopefully make up for it. It's a nice video. It's kind of fun. Might perform well, might not. It's one of those videos. So I say carefully place, is that what I'm at? Carefully place the heat sink back onto the CPU, which is good. Avoid twisting or sliding. There's actually some good notes here. I can't wait to eventually get hands-on with actual hardware and actual, doing thermal paste and just doing all this stuff. I'm so happy to be learning this. This is super fun, especially knowing that there is a nice little career avenue that you can end up going when you do learn all this stuff here. It says use enough pressure to keep the cooler from sliding. So use enough pressure, but obviously not too much pressure, because you just don't want it to move. So cooler from sliding, but don't apply excessive force. Yeah, that's what I was assuming, because I'm sure you could possibly break it that way. So, or it could damage the motherboard as well as the CPU. So that's good. Or CPU are not good. You don't want to do that. And final steps would be to reconnect everything, which I don't really think I need to write that down, but I guess I will. Just reconnect the fan cable to the motherboard and then turn it on. Just see what happens. So that's good. That's perfection. We kind of got that part down pat. The only thing, like I said, is if I want to see a little bit of a video, I can click here, watch how they do it, and put that volume down real quick. Watch how they do it. Oh, so he has like a little syringe. Oh, you could put it anywhere. Because I don't think, unless they have like 2 CPUs, oh, he's putting it everywhere. He ain't playing. You don't necessarily need to replace the thermal paste on the chips next to the CPU and GPU. This is because we removed, we also cleared. Hold on, why is this video fast forwarding? And thermals, pads. If you didn't remove the thermal pads earlier, then you don't need to apply new thermal paste to chips around it. You can just leave it blank. So I'm assuming you're probably not going to need to do thermal paste unless, like I said, maybe it's like worn out or something. So that was it. He just showed us a little bit of doing that. Let me see here. So we'll see how he does his thermal paste. So he does a smiley face. I'm just gonna just takes that legit. So all he did was kind of do like a smiley face, but he didn't really rub it in. So I'm not sure if you're not supposed to. Maybe you're supposed to just kind of leave it there. Who knows? But I feel like we kind of got a little bit into the thermal paste application. I feel like we understand it, how to clean the CPU without damaging it. There's a lot more websites too as well that kind of get into this stuff. So that's not too bad, but it's something. Not too bad, but it is something. I'm trying to see how to remove, apply, clean, thermal paste, dust clean. Alright, so that's pretty good. So basically we're on to module 5, but I kind of want to see what is module 5 exactly, just to see if I should get into it just a little bit. I think module 5, I thought I didn't take a picture. So that's when we get into learn how hardware and software ends up handling files. So we are going to be getting into data storage and backup at some point, which isn't too bad. I think How to Geek has a good little file system website. Let me see if I can find it for later. how to geek file system. See if we can find this. Why is there so many of them? Because I know that there's specific ones they want me to look at. That probably isn't it. Oh, right here. Oh, I think. Oh, they were talking about how to geek, but I like Geeks for Geeks. This is talking about the NTFS. Yes, this is literally the perfect website. The FAT32, and then the XFAT, which I'm assuming would probably be this one. It's a couple of things in here. It's not too sure exactly what to be looking for though. Not too sure. Because the website is How to Geek File System Guide. Let me write exactly that. File System Guide. And it probably is this one. What the hell? How did I look that up and this popped up? I could also look through the AI part of things as well. But let me go and see in here. Maybe I could try to find it. Oh yeah. Okay, so this isn't bad. Perfect. So this is just, I'm gonna bookmark this for later. Yeah, we're gonna bookmark this for later, and probably what we're going to do real quick, I'm gonna jump back over here, is go and look at some applications. So I'm gonna look up remote help desk positions in the United States. I was trying to look for internship positions, but that didn't seem to do too well. We can try to look at these websites. Let me type remote here, because I like to look at different types of websites. Also, I'm assuming typing remote in here doesn't work. Let me just do that. Or maybe I could type remote in here. DICE has no type of remote jobs. Why do they even want to show me this then? This is $20, it's full-time contract. Yeah, no, so we're gonna have to look at a different website. I know you can't see it yet, just give me a second as I'm trying to prepare it. I'm trying to prepare this website. Glassdoor, I heard isn't bad. I don't know if I should use this Glassdoor. Are you able to look at all the applications? Oh, I guess you are. So in particular, we could start here, if I can drop that down. Doesn't seem too bad, actually. Actually, you know what? This website isn't too bad. Let's go to the live part. So this one is an IT help desk position. I'm not sure if it's remote or not, but the point isn't really to kind of care about that. You can probably negotiate it. If not, then move on. But $16 to $18 an hour feels realistic. It's not bad. You do online live chat support, responding to customer inquiries, especially ones from overnight, which might not work for me because I work overnights, but troubleshooting and documentation of all IT systems, ability to work with customer base and educate customers on navigating new technologies, provide a first defense of customer questions regarding all web and software applications, IT network and user help desk, tech savvy, personable, people skills, reasoning skills. I do hate talking to people, but hey, we're gonna have to learn that. We're gonna have to learn how to work with that, how to fix that. Glen Falls. This is planning to relocate before starting to work. Oof. That's not gonna be the wave. But let's go and see this one. This one's 40 to 60K a year, so that's probably about $20 to $30 an hour is the goal. Let's see if something ends up popping up. If not, we might have to go to a different website, because I don't know why that's moving the way it's moving. Okay, here we go. So this one doesn't really say entry level, but it does say trainee. So that's not too bad. The median is about 50K a year, like $25 an hour probably. And we got bachelor's degree in any field related. Liberal arts come. Why would a liberal arts be good for a help desk position? Maybe it's the specific job, MITC. Connecting with customers, troubleshooting issues. I'm pretty sure I'm ready. Logistics and hybrid. That sucks. Why are none of these remote? But I honestly think I'm ready for these type of positions. I just gotta keep looking and making sure that we pretty much find something. Sorry, by the way, if you keep seeing me go to that screen. Yeah, so this doesn't, oh, this one says remote. Okay, so we found one. We found one. There's not really any other ones, but these are some pretty good job opportunities right here too. This is about $25 an hour, employer provided. Who this role is for? Someone who wants someone early in their IT career mentorship. See, I like stuff like this. I don't even really care about the money aspect of things. It's really about it just being remote. I would prefer part-time, but it's okay. CompTIA A plus, Network plus, similar certifications. Exposure to Microsoft 365, which is something I'm going to be taking all along with me as I continue to learn this basic networking concepts, experience in help desk, call centers, or customer support roles. I like that. This is a remote role, must be located within the United States, standard business hours. This one isn't too bad either. I feel like I definitely wouldn't mind applying to it. It's a 3.6 star. There's even another one here for 19 to 29 an hour. Which isn't bad. They want you to have a high school diploma, an associate's degree, possibly in anything that is IT preferred. Participate as a primary resource, provide prompt communication skills, troubleshoot, remediate, support requests. I really like this. This one isn't bad either. This is plus a bonus. It's nothing too crazy, but you have to reside in any of these states, which, damn. I took a quick look and I'm sure it's not there. This one's network administrator, but you see how if you were to probably move or just like apply to certain positions and kind of go there, the only thing is like I'm not uprooting my life for $21 to $24 an hour. That's just not happening. But if the pay were to be a little bit higher, that would work. So they started with 5 sick days. That's it. That is it. That's not. Hey, you know what? That's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. But there's a lot of entry level positions. These ones in particular, though, aren't necessarily remote positions, which sucks because I don't have too much positions that are actually around me in my area. So it's kind of like remote positions are really the only thing I could look at. $16 to $18 provided. That's not bad. Just for some little bit of experience, 100% remote. You work from home. I like that. You must reside in the state where we are hiring. Oh, okay, but where are you guys hiring at? Let's see if I reside in that state. So they haven't even said it. They want you to waste your time by calling them to figure it out. Multiple screens. Keyboard and mouse if using a laptop. Okay, understood. So this isn't really remote. We're gonna have to look at a different website here. But a lot of this isn't necessarily what we were looking for. So let me go jump back here. Let's go back out and we're going to go, I guess probably look back at LinkedIn. Well, Indeed has a little bit more. I feel like I've been looking at LinkedIn this whole time. But why isn't Indeed putting me through the test? I think they scanned my face. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm pretty sure Indeed just scanned my face. Okay, let's hop right back into this. So I'm pretty sure we saw a couple of these. I kind of want to, I think we are doing it by the relevance of it, by the date. Oh, so this is by date now. Okay, never mind. I guess I clicked the other one. I don't know. It's not even, oh, so these ones are new. Often responds in a day. These ones are new, but then when I did that, they stopped being remote. This is a remote licensed psychiatrist. What the hell are we doing? What are we doing? What? So, oh, maybe all the remote positions probably disappeared. Let me see this one, because I like seeing a little bit of a part-timer. That one works well with me. Seeing a bit of a part-timer is low-key the wave. Being a part-timer is low-key the wave. Sorry, I'm trying to read something. So we got part-time IT technician, hands-on, troubleshooting, network support. Yay! Set up, configure, and troubleshoot wired and wireless networks. Modem router configuration. I love this. But it's on-site troubleshooting. That's the problem. Damn. And it's on the road. Well, I guess you are only working 15 to 25 hours out of the week. If I lived there, that would be nice, but that's not where I'd be at. Was this one remote? No, it's not. I don't know why they're acting like these are some remote positions. Like, let me do remote. And let's see if this pops up. Okay, here we go. Now this is working. This one's $23 to $28. It's a service desk technician. I'm not sure if this is legitimately being a IT support manager though. Because some of the jobs, they kind of seem like it, but then when you really read it, they're like, not really. So these ones are probably going to be the best ones to end up applying to. To be honest, you just gotta see if they are gonna scam you. That's the only problem. Oh, they offer overtime. That's nice. Well, it says in-person remote, so I'm assuming I could try to get it to be fully remote. This one's in Florida. I love me that climate. Part-time with option to move to full-time within 90 days. Oh no, I refuse. I would stay part-time. Hiring mid-December. Oh, wait a second. I should apply for this. This is 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Damn. That shift, I might need to communicate with that shift because that goes right into my shift. My actual job shift. I'm just assuming if I'm part-time, no, because that's 8 to 5. That's obviously full-time. So it's probably if I do part-time, it might be 5 hours of 9, 10, 11, 12. I was going to say 13, but 1 or 2. That's not bad then, actually. If I could start at 8 and go to like 1 or 2, because I can't do full-time, it would have to be part-time. It says application questions. They only gave 2. This job requires signing a non-compete. Do you agree to sign one? I don't even know what a damn non-compete clause is. Does that mean like don't go to a different company? What the hell does that mean? A contract that prevents employees from competing with their former employer for a specific time and geographic area if they're leaving. Is it between an employer and employee that restricts the employee from working for a competitor or starting a competing business? Oh, I think I signed that before. Okay, never mind. That's so funny. I always heard that in like WWE. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I signed that at my job. So it says, what makes you a great fit is if you built your own PC or love tinkering with tech. We're going to get there. You're a gamer or tech enthusiast. Yes. You're passionate about helping others solve problems. Yes, this is literally for me, gang. With a strong knowledge of Windows OS, we don't really we don't really have this basic networking, not yet. And then hardware, but we are strong here. We're strong here on my hardware level. Stop playing with me. Excellent verbal and written communication. Some of y'all might think so. Sometimes I forget that I would be considered the professional, so I think I might be a little bit scared. I think I could do well for the interview, though. I think I like this one. I wish I can kind of save it, but I'll come back to it. This one's kind of goated. What was wrong with this one again? Oh, because it's full-time. I like when I see part-time, bro. Part-time is the way. Obviously, I could do full-time too, but it has to fit with my schedule because I work an actual job that pays the bills, man. This ain't gonna pay the bills. This is just giving me experience. This is on-the-job training. I like that. This one's $23 to $27 an hour. It's not too bad. Assist customers with hardware troubleshooting, escalate issues. Experience in desktop support, 40-hour work weeks. But exactly what is the schedule? So they don't really like to say the schedule, and I feel like if they said it, like if it's 8 to 5, that's not going to work with me. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5, yeah, it's not going to work with me. I need to be able to, at least before 3, I need to be done with my job. That's why I keep looking at part-time, because I feel like they're going to make me work 8 to 5. And I can't do that because that's me going into my job. PTO, but of course I would just have to do my calling and just do a couple of research, but that's why I'm mainly trying to look for part-time positions. Actually, can I type that? Like remote job type, I need part-time. Update. This is going to be the wave here. I like the first one. This is part-time too. Hey, hold on. I'm about to sit here and start applying to all of these today. No, I'm gonna have to wait. I'm gonna have to wait because for one, I haven't even made. Oh wait, is this even what I'm trying to be? Yeah, no, this isn't even what I'm trying to be. If this one is, but then you started getting into weird things like remote licensed clinical social worker. It's for $72 and $90 an hour. That is crazy. I wanted to become a social worker, but not no more. Damn, Grow needs a lot of people. Is it part-time grant associate? First of all, the fact that there's actually like legit like different remote jobs, I wonder if people do this and they actually land one. This is AI voice data trainer, record from home English, temporary and part-time. Selected candidates will be asked to record 4 hours of audio on their own time from home in their most fluent language. And you're basically going to get $360 an hour. This is an AI training opportunity where contributors help develop. Wow. I wonder if this stuff be real. Is this stuff even real? Okay, so that's enough. There's only one part-time remote position that's help desk. But what if I look up IT support instead? Like, what if I do IT support? Because what if I honestly think I could qualify for, like, tier 2. I don't think I need to do anything crazy. This one's hybrid. It's not going to work as full-time. Like I said, let me see if I can find part-time and remote jobs. Damn, update. And let's see now. Technical support representative. Part-time, full-time. I believe this might be IT support. Yes, you troubleshoot, you're resolving stuff. It's just a different name. So this one's similar to that. This one's the same one, tier 1 junior. So like I said, would probably be the best one for me, but there's probably so much people trying to fight for that one. This one, Unity. I think they showed me this one too. I still can't tell if this is like tech support though. Yeah, then after that, it just starts going down the line. It starts just going crazy. A technical trainer. Oh my goodness. Part-time for $120 a year. I don't even know how that makes sense. If it's a part-time, then how much are you paying me? Probably like $70 an hour or something. Starry expert. Starry is proud to be Eagle workplace. I'm sorry, I know this is random at this point, but like, what is going on here? Oh, you guys know what I ended up finding out? Because, like, I'm gonna jump here real quick to let y'all know. I ended up finding out that at my current job, there actually is an IT team, and I knew there was, but I thought I fell into maintenance. So, hold on. Hello? Oh, bye. Bye. But I thought the team was like maintenance or whatever, but I found out that there is an IT team exactly where I work at, so I'm like, bro, I can transfer internally. Like how that's my biggest thing is always try to transfer internally. But right now though, I feel like they've probably already hired people and they're probably not, they might have some hirees throughout the year. But I think it's going to be a little bit tough. So what I'm going to try and do is like keep checking it every day to see. And then I also want to see at this other place that I'm going to end up going to, which I haven't told y'all yet. But when I get in there, I'm going to try and do I'm going to try and do another internal transfer there. Because I know internal transfers are really the best thing that you could do for yourself, specifically when trying to land an IT role or a networking role, is try to transfer internally because they already know you, they trust you, and different things like that. So that's really one of my biggest goals. So I cannot wait to end up getting into that type of stuff. But let's go back to some new job hunting. Give me a second, because I was looking at a couple of good ones, like real good ones, and that is like crazy. It really does get me hyped up. But right now they don't have too much of exactly what I'm looking for, but it's still good that something popped up. You just gotta keep trying every single year and literally apply to anything. But next we're gonna go look at some networking engineering type of roles, and I was gonna look if they had part-time, but they don't. I guess all of it is full-time, but there's still a lot for remote here. So let's go jump back over. And then my fault too, like this is awkward. I know you see that in the corner. Let's go turn that off. All right, so we come here, you got this network engineering role. And that's another thing too. Like, I know they don't really like to hire people immediately, especially, if you're a fresher, you're someone who's new to things and you kind of want a networking role that's in person. That's going to be quite difficult, especially we see 3 to 5 years of experience, different things like that. I know all of this is preferred, but it is a lot more difficult for someone who is newer to end up getting a position that is remote based. But why not apply for it, right? You never know what could happen. Even for positions like this, even if you don't qualify for lead positions like this, you never know if those companies who get your, your resume, and let's say your resume passes through, you never know if they can pass you off to people whom they think would work. I've heard somebody else who this happened to, where he ended up going to a job he actually wasn't even qualified for, so they sent him home. But then that job helped him get a job because they liked him. So I'm just like, apply to anything. I don't care if it says senior. I don't care if it says, well, this isn't something completely different, but you know what I mean? Just go for it. You never know the opportunity that can come from it. So I'm trying to see, like, for instance, the senior position here. There was a lot more networking engineering roles. So I'm considering that hiring season was probably like a month ago. And maybe they're starting to close out a lot of these jobs now. So that's something to know as well, is that they probably are going to start hiring for like IT help desk positions maybe from like August to December. But the jobs seem to disappear a lot more quicker when you do come to December, because this is crazy. I remember seeing literally a bunch of these for remote networking. There was like 400. But right now there's only 10 jobs. That was crazy. That means they filled these boys up quick back then. I'm not going to see because they're remote 10 new ones, unless it's because I'm looking at jobs you haven't seen. Okay, I'm so sorry guys, I lied to you. There's 300 plus jobs. I was right. Okay, I'm like, what is going on? Well, some of these are weird. Voice engineer, how is that a networking role? But okay, I guess I was wrong. I was in the wrong thing. I don't even know why they did that. Oh, because I think they were showing me like newer jobs or something. I don't know, that was strange. But let's see, we've kind of seen all of those ones. So let's go to 2. Network architect. A lot of these ones are a lot more like bigger and just huger, especially for networking. But just like I said, apply to whatever you see. You never know if they can just pass you on to somebody else. Let me try real quick. Let's get back into the remote help desk position, because that's something that I'm really going to be looking for. We're going to X that out. Jobs I haven't seen, because that's strange. Because, man, they had me thinking like it was done for with me. Help desk technician. I also wouldn't mind if it's full-time as long as it's remote. And then as long as it still matches my schedule. Because some of these are talking about 8 to 5. Like, no, I can do a 7 to 3. No, not even, actually. I just realized I can't even do a 7 to 3. It would have to be a 6 to 2. But it depends on if I switch my shift at my main job, which eventually I should. I just don't know when. So it really comes down to when I do everything. But this is Keystone Jacks, Racks, Hardware. Yeah, I'm kind of liking all this kind of stuff. Required help desk 2 years position. I think I'm currently liking the way everything is looking so far. We got service desk support. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, so we got a lot of different opportunities that I've seen that I'm actually legitimately going to try and apply for, depending on next week, what happens next week. But let's go and end up hopping back into a little bit, oops, I clicked the wrong thing. A little bit of some studying here. I do want to make sure I got this camera on. I literally just turned it off too, which is insane, because I wasn't gonna come back to this, but we did only stream for about 36 minutes. So let me make sure this camera is on. Perfect. Take a couple of notes. We are on module 5, by the way. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. We are currently learning everything that we can to try and become an IT support specialist, and the goal is to try and get into networking. But as of right now, these are just some of the things that we are currently going to have to get into. And so far I'm looking at some file systems. I believe this is supposed to be showing me some storage types that I think it's supposed to be about data storage and backup is what we're getting into. So this is probably the backup side of things. We're going to learn how hardware and software handles files. So the first thing we wanted to get into is a little bit of some of the file systems, exactly what they are, if they're old, if they're new. And specifically, we're going to get into the FAT32, then we're going to get into the NTFS, then lastly, we're going to get into the FAT. So we're going to have to see how all of that ends up going, how all of that runs, what the rundown is. So let's go put this down. FAT32, so we're probably going to end it mainly just being on this type of thing. So this is an older Windows 5 system. Okay, so I thought this was probably like the newer one. That's crazy. I have no idea about anything that is like software, I guess. I think you would consider this software. I'm more of been focusing on the hardware side of things because I'm really interested in possibly building PCs for people, possibly doing that as a side income. And if you're someone who is maybe interested in that as well, or just interested in somebody's grind to wanting to, build up some side hustles, build up a nice little career for themselves, this is definitely the channel to be. The goal is to, try to eventually land a help desk position and just kind of rise up the IT support field to hopefully hitting a networking role. And I'm going to be documenting literally the entire thing. And I'm someone who, like, I'm not just going to randomly be gone the next day. I've currently been going live for 34 days straight. And I've done this previously for my web dev series where I ended up getting 2 certifications and ended up finally landing my first client before. And I documented that for about 7 months straight. So I'm telling you, this is the place to be. I'm definitely going to be doing it every single day. You don't got to question that. So it says, but it's still used on removable media devices, just the smaller ones though. So larger external drives of 1 terabyte or so will likely come formatted as an NTFS. Okay, so basically, what they're probably trying to tell me is that the newest one is the NTFS. I'm assuming. So we're gonna make sure we take a note of that one as well. So external hard drives of 1 terabyte. I just can't wait to eventually get hands on. And I think likely in December, it might just, but then again, December is just so busy. So I don't want to say it exactly. I know for a fact in January is when we're definitely going to get hands on with a lot of like hardware and computers and just IT support ticketing systems. I know that's when we're going to get into that thing. Learning Office 365, yada, yada. But December, it's possible, depending on how fast that I learn some of the stuff, if we can kind of jump to it quickly. But as of right now, we're in the learning process. Just because I feel like when it comes to going for the CompTIA A+, which is something I do plan on going for, they kind of expect you to already know a lot of the basics. So because of that, I got to make sure that I know a lot of the basics. Like if y'all watched me from day one, which y'all could eventually, if you want to go back to live stream 1, right? You could literally see the progress. I knew nothing of computers, and it's literally to the point where I could point out every piece of hardware to a computer. I could more than likely tell you what it does. I might get a few things mixed up still because I'm still fresh. It's been a month, right? And I could just tell you a good amount of like hardware fixes. I know about post beeps and certain, post beeps, what you should do. A lot of it might just be some guesses, but the point is that I kind of understand the step-by-step hardware troubleshooting side of things. And this is literally, like I said, me learning from scratch. I knew nothing about computers, and now I know a lot more. But the only thing that I'm kind of slacking on right now is my basics in what is it called, software, and then my basics in networking. I need to do both of those, and then we can kind of get to the hands-on side of things and focus on studying for the CompTIA A+, which is going to be super crazy to be documenting all of that. But, it gives us a goal for the channel, and it gives me a goal for myself to kind of try to achieve. I'm just really hoping that I could possibly land a network working role by next year or the year after. That is really my biggest dream. But I'll be taking you all along, and y'all will see everything that I get into, but this is going to be something that I'm super focused on. So right now I'm looking for the XFAT. I don't know if this is what they call the XFAT. I don't see it here. Yeah, I actually really don't see the XFAT. Let me see. That's it. I don't know if I should write down all of these these file systems. It says Macs use the HFS Plus for their internal partition. So maybe that's something I could end up writing down because MacBooks, so Windows and Macs don't support these files. You need a third-party tool. So then I would hope that these files, they're on Linux. So I guess if I wanted to, I could kind of just write all this down. I just don't know exactly why we need to learn this stuff. They didn't really give me a good explanation for the little course thing that I have of like why I should be doing all of this. So Macs use HFS plus for their internal partitions, and they like to format external drives with HFS plus 2. This is required to use external drive or time machine. What the hell are we talking? Oh, so this is about external drives. I had no idea. I had no idea. So this is what we're focusing on, I guess. Is external drives? I don't recall. I don't know. I know the point though is for the storage side of things, but I guess we can get into it. So let me just make sure I take a note of this because I'm probably not only going to be working with Windows. Maybe if I'm working in like an office or a job like setting, but if I'm trying to do freelance work as well, that's something I am getting into. I kind of already done independent work / freelance work for about a month now, so that's going to be pretty good to put on a resume, but the goal is to continue to do that throughout these months, and I think that's going to be very, very nice to end up adding when I learn all these stuff and just doing this. Because the kind of stuff that I've currently been doing, I would want to say, and some of the stuff I haven't even solved it. Like for instance, I had a network issue on my TV at one point, and I honestly think all it really needs is for me to take the damn hardware piece out and probably put it back in. It's probably like loose, but if anything, I feel like that's something. If I was help desk, you just escalate that. Obviously, you're not gonna get TV issues, but there was a true I'm literally having a true network issue with my TV right now. But I've done all the requirements that you should do, which is connect to the internet, make sure you are connecting to the internet, disconnect, reconnect, doing all the basic stuff that you should do. Check the router. Is anything else connecting to the internet or is it the router? Different things like that. I got into that. I got into a lot of printer issues like paper not being able to print. There being ink issues. Well, I don't even know if that's like IT. I would hope someone knows how to put ink in their printer, but different things like that. I've had a lot of like not printing issues, and guess what it will always be? It's like paper just blocking the printer. And I don't even work as an IT person. Like this is just something that happens at my job, and they'll call the IT guy. It was so awkward because they called him, and I'm sitting there fixing the printer, and I popped out. Printer starts working and everything. And then the dude's just looking at me in shock. Oh, sorry, I tried to remove the ad and I thought it was gonna go away. But the dude sits there and literally starts looking at me in shock, as if like, how the hell did she know how to fix that? And it's because I've been too busy studying on how to fix printers and how to fix just anything that relates to tech. So we got to get into the XT4. Is this what it's called? Maybe you often see the XT4 files, and this is on Linux. Is Linux a computer? Like, what the hell is Linux? I know I might sound crazy just saying that, but I told you I don't know too much. X2 is an older file system. It lacks important features like journaling. So I'm going to just say it's older. Mac and Windows can't use unless it has a third party, right? Third party source, I think. I don't know. I could have came up with this. You got swap on the Linux file system isn't really a file system, so then why would you tell me that? BTRFS is better file system, is a newer Linux file system that's still in development. It isn't the default on most Linux distributions at this point, but it will probably replace X4 one day. Okay. I like that. So we kind of got into the file systems. I still don't really feel like I know why I need to care about this. Actually, you know what? Probably because I didn't read anything up here. Oh wait, actually I think that was it. Hold on. It's right here. But why oh never mind. That's something else. Read the top. Why should I care about my file system? A file system provides a way of separating the data on the drive into individual pieces, which are the files. It also provides a way to store data about these files, for example, their file names, permissions, other attributes. The file system also provides an index, a list of files on the drive and where they're located on the drive. So the operating system can see what's on the drive. And it's throwing me off. I need it in simple terms. Your operating system needs to understand a file system so it can display its contents. Oh, okay, here we go. Because like they were doing too much. Like I know I'm trying to become tech savvy, but we got to get to the point here. We gotta get to the point. Okay, so let's go do this because maybe this can help me understand why I care so much about this file system. I have no idea. But yeah, so we're currently in module 5, and the more that we get down, once we finish this, we can kind of go on to the next step, but we'll see if we have time to do that. But yeah, so we're doing pretty good so far. By the way, if you guys are new here, make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button. Come join me on this journey of trying to become an IT support specialist in different type of things like that. It was super fun if y'all join me. Doesn't matter whether or not you're currently studying for it or studying for something else. The goal of this channel is to hopefully try and show people that whatever you put your mind to, you can end up learning. Just you gotta work hard, move at your own pace, stuff like that. So I hope y'all are currently enjoying this live stream of me learning a couple of things here, and I just can't wait to get it further. I can't wait to do bigger things for this channel and stuff like that. And also remember too, I do have a nice little YouTube video coming out tonight at 8 p.m. EST, so definitely make sure you tune in. What that's going to be about is me doing my first ever hardware quiz, and I'm going to document that and pretty much just show y'all how, like, what I've done, how I passed, and it's going to be just super cool. I took a couple of them as well, and we did a certain average to see what I got. So this could have either went well or it could have went pretty bad, but definitely tune in to go and see how that went. So saying the metaphor, here is a paper filling system. The bits of the data are called files. Okay, so I think that's kind of it. I think I kind of got the note of why you would want to do or look into system files. But last but not least, I need to look up RAID storage. So let's get into that. I don't know what the hell RAID storage is, but oh, you know, I didn't even mean to write it the way I did, but I think you're supposed to write it like this anyway. I'm gonna go RAID storage system. I don't know, they put RAID storage 0, 0.5. I'm probably gonna have to look at, oh wait, not 0.5. They put 0, then 1, then 5. And concepts. So I might have to look at the AI side of things here, because I don't think I'm gonna find a website that does this. Oh, maybe I am. Oh, RAID 1, RAID 5, RAID 6. Faulty tolerance. What the hell is a RAID? So there's hardware-based ones. Users dedicated physical controller to manage hard drives. This is crazy. I don't know where to start. There's software-based, firmware-based. So why data redundancy, reliability? Why is there so much damn ads? I'm gonna need some ad blockers, bro. Because it makes it so difficult to want to sit here and like do all this. Oh, here we go. So we got RAID 0, RAID 1, RAID 2. I like that. I don't really know what the meaning is. Oh, they put it in a chart. A set of blocks distributed across the disks forms a stripe. For instance, 0, 1, 2, 3 is one stripe. Instead of placing that, advantages, easy to implement. RAID 1 is mirroring, and then this kind of gets all into the RAIDs. I don't really, let me see real quick exactly what they want me to look for. RAID storage and concepts. I think they want me to take a note of this whole website. That's all I can say, because there's just a lot. So RAID is a technique that combines multiple hard drives and SSDs. Oh, there we go. See, this is why I just gotta stop talking and figure it out and just read, because it pops up. Someone did tell me though that Geeks for Geeks, they feel like it kind of goes like all over the place for no reason. And honestly, I now finally agree, but I feel like I can kind of point out what's important, but it's so hard to point out what is important when you don't really know what you're supposed to be learning. You know, I feel like these modules should have got a little bit more descriptive, but it's okay. I'm just gonna write this little definition here, see how this goes. Is a technique. Yes, I was just taking a couple of also like some help desk ticket. Well, first I was watching some help desk ticket videos. I was also watching a help desk interview, because at some point, if I ever go for like a remote job, I think it's just going to be more easier for me too if they really did sit there and offer me a remote position, because I feel like I'm the type to get really nervous during interviews. But if I'm just sitting at home, I'm still gonna definitely be nervous, but at least I don't have to go to a damn office and kind of take an interview. So I think I would end up doing well, to be honest. The only issue is just hopefully being able to land a role. But that's why for me, I'm considering possibly applying next week, even if I don't really know too much about Office 365 or if I don't really know about those things. And I'm sure you could probably learn it quickly. And I'm just going to make sure that my resume is obviously telling the truth. I'm not going to sit there and say I don't know Office 365. I'm just not going to mention it. I don't want to lie on it and be like, yeah, I've used it before, and then boom, I get a job quicker than I thought. I haven't even learned about it. How am I going to express this to some people? But yeah, so we got still be recovered from the others. But I was making sure that I knew how to answer some help desk tickets, or at least because someone even said it too. They were like, they don't really care whether you get it completely right. They just want to see what your thought process is and if you can think of the beginner slash basic things. Because if you're working help desk, a lot of the issues you're gonna end up getting are going to be issues that are so basic. So they'll say like my monitor isn't working, but in reality, it's just because they didn't plug in the HDMI or the whatever the wire that connects the tower to the monitor, and it's not even plugged in on either end, or one of them is plugged out or one of them is loose, right? So they want to make sure that you mention those things strongly. But other than that, you don't really got to get too deep. But if you got deep, then it makes you really stand out compared to other people, which is what I'm probably gonna do. Because like I know since I've been focused so much on hardware troubleshooting, I know how to kind of relate it always back to the hardware. So if they're like, if your computer's overheating or not overheating, let's say if they're like your computer's moving slow, like what's the issue, or what would you do? Like certain help desk people would probably just do the basics of that, be like close out all the tabs, do this, do that, and it's like yes, say all of that. But then what I would do just to kind of stand out is I'll be like, but you probably just need to have extra RAM. Not saying that that's like an example, but I'm sure a lot of people know that. But you get what I'm saying. Just kind of throw in different things, make it seem like you know more. So how RAID works. In RAID, data is not stored on just one hard drive, but it is distributed among multiple hard drives. So you can end up writing that down. You said, did you learn OSI model yet? No, I have not. The only thing I've currently learned, and I've recently learned like just 4 days ago, or maybe a week ago, is I just got into hardware troubleshooting. So I just got into like post beats and getting into what you do if like your computer is overheating or if your computer is moving slow, and like how that can kind of relate to hardware issues and software issues, but a little bit more on the hardware side of things because that's what I'm focused on. But anything deeper than that, not really. I just kind of started a month ago, and I literally just started too. Like a month ago, I knew nothing. So I was learning a lot of the basics, like a lot of, like I didn't even know what a GPU looked like. I didn't even know that a GPU was called a GPU. I didn't even know what it was for, what it did. And so that was what a lot of month one was kind of about. Now I know the GPU is the graphics card. Mainly, if you're someone who's like an editor, a gamer, that's probably something you're going to really want to make sure you get high usage of, or a better one for. So those were kind of the things that I focused on so far. And now we're kind of getting into different things. So look that up. It's about how to troubleshoot computer issues, putting things into layers. Ooh, that's nice. I could definitely go and look at that website, or look at that as well. That definitely is very helpful. So what you are reasonings about is OSI layer 1 physical layer. Oh, okay. So yeah, I think that's where I'm at then, because I've been focused a lot on like the physical side of things. So let me go and look that up real quick after I write this down. Thank you so much. If this website is really helpful for me, but I low-key be needing a guide sometimes. So just OSI layer 1, or do I just look up OSI? Oh wait, you said model. Do the model and unplug this. So we got applications, 7 layers. We got, oh wait, number 1, physical, converts data into bits to carry across physical network equipment. Then 2 is handle node-to-node data transfers between devices on the same network. Then you got network transport session. Okie doke. So we got physical works. Oh, I think I already read that. So a support person will usually work up the OSI model from layer to layer. Okay, I like that. I like that. I don't think I feel like I don't really get it. So your sending cable, bit stream, receiving cable, data link layer, network layer, routing, packet assembly. So this is where, oh, it's right here. Oh, never mind. Is the bottommost layer in the open system interconnection OSI model. Components such as power plugs, connectors, receivers, cable types, etc. The physical layer sends data bits from one device, like a computer, to another. This is responsible for sending raw data over. So I feel like I probably need to look into this, but I'm like reading it. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm like, what are we talking about? Okay, so now I'm getting it. So yes, the USB, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, Ethernet. Okay, geez, I'm like, where did we get into? Then layer and security, cable tapping, physical. I don't know nothing about this. Hardware manipulation. Pros of physical layer. It ensures devices can transmit and receive stuff. It provides universal stuff through cables, connectors. No error handling. I like all of this. That's pretty dope. I guess that's not bad. It was kind of confusing, but I guess that's talking about the wires. So it's like the cable stuff. So it is a reference model, so you think conceptually, does my cable work? Is stuff plugged in? Oh, okay. Now I'm getting what you're saying. So you're saying this is how you're supposed to, like, if you were in help desk, this is what your thought process will be when you are trying to solve an issue. So you're going to start with the physical layer, which is like you said, does my cable work? Does blah, blah, blah. You're going to focus on, I guess, those things, and you're going to see if these are the issues necessarily. And then I'm assuming data link would be a little bit more deeper. I don't know what data link would be, though. Oh, the switch, the bridge, the network interface. Wouldn't data link just be networking? Why does networking and data link have two different things? The network layer. Maybe it's technically, but it's probably like the beginning part of like networking. This is probably where it gets deeper than that. All right, so this is understandable. So if the cable does not work, the rest will not either. Yes, okay. So this is a pretty good website. I might have to end up I'm gonna keep this here. I'm gonna bookmark it for later because that actually seems very helpful now that I understood it. At first, I'm like, I'm confused why I need to know this. But okay, I'm understanding that like cables need to be plugged in for anything else to work and then so forth. So now let's say the cables work and then the data link layer doesn't work. And then it also wouldn't work for the network layer. So then, vice versa. So you're kind of figuring where the first issues can start. So if I'm in help desk, always start with the physical layer first. This could still be a little bit help desk depending on how you think about it, but it could be tier 2 or whatever. Networking completely goes to the networking people, I'm assuming. But the goal is to stick to where you're at, I'm assuming. So you're going to start with the physical layer. If those things are good, you're going to check the data link layer. If those things are good, probably send it up to a networker. Something like that, or escalate. But obviously, let's say I'm the networker, then I would do the networking layer if that part is fine, the transport layer. I think I'm starting to understand, hopefully. Oh, you're saying all of these are help desk? Really? The networking part is help desk? The presentation layer, the session layer. I was assuming presentation layer was like the manager, but okay, maybe I'm tripping. Oh, but it's talking about the encrypts and encodes. Manages and terminates sessions between end nodes. Okay. So this is all help desk. I didn't know help desk people need to know all of this. This is wildin'. Routing, transport reassembly, transport packet assembly. I feel like I understand it, but then I feel like I probably need it to be a bit more for someone who's just learning it. I feel like it's kind of teaching me like I know these things already in a way, or like I know all the other stuff. So I might need to use like a different website alongside this website, but this isn't bad. This isn't bad. So you literally have to do all of these. I run IT at a small business. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. I'm pretty sure I feel like if it was a bigger business though, I'm pretty sure network layer would have to be for like the networkers, the people who work in networking. Maybe because you are in a smaller company, they just make you do all of it for real. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look all into this. I might need to have like a little bit of like a beginner guide with me too, because some of this is a little bit confusing. But I think I'll understand it the more I learn. Definitely. Oh, I already bookmarked it. Okay, so that's good. So we already got that bookmarked. I'll definitely have to go tune into that one of these days. Maybe when I get off stream, because today is my day off. What? How long have I even been in stream for? Oh damn, it's already been an hour. Time flew. So across multiple devices. Where the hell am I at? Oh wait, distributed across. Oh, multiple drives, not devices. I'm like, where was I writing? Then you'll have more people who are specialized like wizards, but if you want to troubleshoot stuff, you need to know like 70% of it. No, definitely, man. Because something like I want to specialize in networking. Like that's my biggest thing. But obviously, like you just said, to get into networking, for one, they're not just gonna let you walk in there. You're gonna have to have some IT support ideas or type of thinking, and then you're gonna need probably gonna need even a little bit of security thought process in there as well, not to really do any type of cyber security work, no, but in the sense of like some jobs I was looking at, they want you to have your security plus just for like a networking role, or even so there's certain positions where even if it's help desk, they would like for you to have your networking plus because that networking can help you inside of this help desk position or tier 2 tier 3 position, right? So I'm like, it goes crazy like how much knowledge they want you to know, but I'm willing to learn it, man. So I sure as hell don't. So you don't need to know all the concepts. No, you have facts. I have a recommendation for you. Definitely let me know, man, because I'm super like motivated into really trying to actually do this as a career. I do really prefer to get into a networking position, but I wouldn't. Of course, I got to start somewhere, so I don't care what it looks like at first. But the goal is to ultimately try and get into a nice little company that, or I kind of want it to be a big company, but hey, you can't have preferences until you end up having years of experience on you. So I got to make sure that I do that first. But definitely let me know, because someone also sent me a website too that I forgot to check out, which I'm going to be checking out after this stream, just to see if it can help me kind of know which way to go in certain stuff. But right now, I just know that I got really good at hardware all of a sudden, and it's because a part of me really wants to build PCs. So when I mean hardware, I mean literally like PC hardware or computer hardware. I feel like laptops, it has the same stuff, it just looks different. So I feel like I would probably have to see what the laptop looks like, but you're not going to build a damn laptop from scratch. So at the end of the day, I gotta kind of, you know, do that later. But I do want to, something I want to do is really work in a repair shop before I end up trying to do my own repairs. Because for one, I don't want to break nobody's stuff or have people trust me and I don't even have experience in it. But I was thinking about working at a repair shop first, because I would love to like work and repair people's computers and build computers as like a little side hustle for some extra income. You can either ship the computers out or you can possibly just, do it for people in your neighborhood or whatever the hell. But that was something I was also interested in because it does provide a good side income to doing stuff like that. So this book is like the Holy Bible of Linux admins. It'll teach you everything you need to know. It teaches networking, etc. I don't know if you threw in a link. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you can post links. I was gonna say on live streams, for some reason they don't allow links. But you could tell me what the name is, and then maybe I could try to look it up and see if I could find it. You let me know if that's the one. But I would definitely go buy it. I'm a big book reader. I love reading over watching videos. So I'm actually kind of excited that you just showed me this. It says Unix Linux System Administration Handbook by Evi Nemeth. Let me see if I can find that, because I legitimately will buy it like now. Well, not right now, but I'll buy it soon because I love to read a damn book and kind of learn from that. System administration. If I could spell administration. I don't know if I spelled that right. You don't need to read the entire thing. It's 3 large parts. Second is networking. It's so good. Tell me everything I know. That's great. That is great. No, I think I would be super down to read the entire thing, low-key. Like I'm a huge like reader, and I'm a huge studier too. I love to study. Of course, though, I gotta see exactly what. Let me see. Should be the book. Is this the book? Unix and Linux System, 5th edition, Evi. There's a couple of authors. Let me see if it's this one. I want to click the one on Amazon, but last time I did that, Amazon was tripping. So I'm probably got to click it off. Oh, this looks crazy. Oh wait, it's free. I think you had to buy it. Oh, it's free. What? Oh, hell yes. So it's the essential duties of system administrator, accounting provision, adding, removing hardware, performing backups, installing and upgrade. Bro, I already know you just put me on. I already know you just put, oh, this is the 4th edition. Oh, damn. Wait, how do I find the 5th? Let me do 5th PDF. Because I want to see the 5th edition. Oh, damn, I probably have to buy it if it's the 5th edition then. Yeah, because they're just going to list these for a price. Admin.com. Damn, that sucks. I was hoping I could have found the 5th edition. I'm sure it's somewhere, but sometimes you have to like really dive deep. He said, told you it's like the Bible. No, seriously, and it got a lot of pages too. So what is the difference from the 4th to the 5th? Probably it's just newer. Damn, how could I find it? I was gonna say, if you do you think I'm gonna have to buy the 5th edition, or is it possible for me to find one that's free? Is it possible for me to find one that's free? Because if I can find one that's free, I'm gonna sit here and like look. Oh no. I'm not downloading no files. Oh, right here maybe. Oh no, I feel like I'm getting hacked. I didn't like that one. I'm probably gonna have to buy it. Which one's this one? This one's like, oh, this one's the 5th edition. Found it. Hey. Wait, hold on. Why does it look like that? Am I tripping? Then there's a whole table of contents. So the networking would be fine. Okay, so I found 4th. I think that this is the 5th. I just don't like the way it looks. Oh yeah, it's not even fully. It's not even fully it. So never mind. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do the 4th. You said the networking side of things is pretty much okay, but so I kind of want to see what type of things would be, I guess, out of like that's not modern no more. I think would be my biggest thing. I mean, I wouldn't mind buying the book. It's just the fact that I saw it for free and I got excited, and then it kind of made me want it free. This is the file system. Oh, what are the odds that I was just taking notes on this? So if the system is Unix or Linux, the answer is all of the above. Oh, I didn't read it. Which of the following would you expect to find in the file system processors? Okay. The basic purpose of the file system is to represent and organize the system's storage resources. First of all, this wasn't even the definition they gave me. I literally kept looking it up like, why do I need this? And this wasn't the definition. All right, so perfect. So I'm definitely going to have to go from this. I'm not even going to hold you. The fact that I just found this and I literally just took a note on this and I kept saying so many things are like from the 90s. Oh, okay. But I kept saying something about like, why do I need to know about the file systems? And I now, like, even on the website, I feel like I didn't even say it right. And what are the odds that I found it in this book? The first damn sentence I see is this. So the system's storage. I was wondering, resources, okay, but programmers have been eager to avoid reinventing the wheel when it comes to managing other types of objects, so it has often proved convenient. Okay, but this is nice though. I don't gotta read it right now, but this is definitely something I'm gonna have to do a bit of research on, or use to kind of study, man. This is kind of, you're super goated for this. I'm not even about to hold you. That was super goated. I cannot wait to end up going through that because I'm like a big studier. I love to study, I love to read, I love watching videos, especially when I'm really passionate and interested in something. And when I feel like there's just so much like potential growth and opportunity. Like that's always one of my biggest things is that I always like to try to open up opportunity for myself. I don't care if it's not working in the moment. I'll be happy at the fact that there's something there that I could use to like eventually get into that career or whatever the hell, right? Literally anything. Hold on, I'm getting a call right now. I might have to get off of stream pretty soon. Hello? All right, bye. All right, so we got some time. We got a little bit more time. So we got this mirror block. Oh, I forgot I had the camera on. I'm sorry. Probably just looked at it and just saw the table. Is the camera on? Oh yeah. Oh no. Oops. I messed it up. I don't know why the camera's not on. Not my weird little thumbnail face. Apologies for that one. Alright, there we go. Got it working. Got it working. So we got mirrors, or parity. Thank you so much, bro. You seriously just put me on. Like, that is insane. See, as y'all seen that thumbnail though that says day 190 of web dev, that I literally went that long for web development. So like I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be going crazy on this IT support journey. Especially too, because at least with IT support is a little bit more like you're gonna get the job. It just depends on getting your foot through the door and then kind of grinding your way to learning a bunch of different things. He said that woman pretty much invented the profession of system admin. Wild then. Wait, this is a girl that wrote this book? Or was it about the girl? That's just crazy. I still kind of don't even understand what RAID is. Actually, I'm wondering, is it in this book? Is it in this book? Probably not. Or it probably wouldn't even be called like RAID though. This gets into unit. Ooh. Oh, am I clicking it and it's putting me there? Oh, so amazing. I was wondering what the hell was going on. It is printer issues, data. Maybe they don't have RAID on here. Cooperating operating system. Or maybe it's like written in a certain way that, or maybe I don't even need to learn this damn stuff. The help desk. The help desk is a major component of the IT group structure. I can't believe you can click on it and it jumps you right there. The hell? Oh, Evite, Nemeth. Oh, okay. Evite sound, okay. So we got help desk addiction, help desk availability. I just want to see what help desk was. I don't know why I clicked it, y'all. Let's go back to my RAID. A RAID controller manages multiple hard drives, making them work together as one system. It helps improve the speed. And I'm getting another call. At this point, I'm probably going to manage it. Hello? Alright. Bye-bye. No, Toby will get me up. No, just kidding. Alright, bye. Oh, okay. Alright, bye. We said look for RAM in the book. Okay, let me try. Or maybe I'll probably have to do it off camera. Let me see if I can find RAM in this book. I mean RAID. I said RAM. I wish they allowed me to like search, but I be forgetting how to read books nowadays. Let me see. RAID. It's just, it has like a big, well, I think what I kind of need to see is oh, I found it already. Crazy work. What it's showing though is this is for storage though. Oh, I thought it like, okay, I gotta slow down in the part that I'm in because I didn't even know the RAID was for the storage. Oh, wait, no, I did. Because I said it's a technique that combines multiple hard drives and SSDs into a single system to improve performance. Why am I missing all that? So I found it. We got RAID redundant errors literally right here. Oh, wait, I clicked it and I think it screwed myself. Oh, no, I found it. Okay, let me show y'all real quick. Oh, you can search? Well, I found it by myself. It says, exactly where am I? This is limits partitioning. I think I'm right here. So we got RAID. RAID up. I clicked the button. Okay, let's go back. Even with backups and the consequences of disk failure on a service can be disastrous, RAID abundant arrays of inexpensive disks is a system that distributes replicates data across multiple disks. RAID not only helps avoid data loss, but also minimizes the downtime associated with the hardware failures. RAID can be implemented by dedicated hardware that presents a group of hard disks to the operating system. I'm loving this. Software versus hardware RAID. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm actually literally just about to get into that. Maybe I should use this damn website. Oh, and it even has the chart. What the hell? This is perfect. Thank you, man. This is crazy. I'm literally about to be using this website 24/7. I mean, this website. That notebook 24/7. Actually, let me bookmark that too. Hold on, let me bookmark that. Let me probably, yep, there we go. Bookmarked because I gotta make sure. But alright, y'all, I do sadly have to end this stream. If you are new here, make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button. I will be documenting my entire journey every single day to go and learn and hopefully become an IT support specialist and try to become a networker. That's the bigger goal in this, but if we can try to become an IT support specialist itself, I think that would be super goated. I think it's a nice career. It's a great career to get into. Don't let people tell you otherwise. It pays pretty well depending on, what fields you decide to like kind of specialize in, but definitely make sure that you are, I don't know what it's called. I'm the type of person where I think if you know all of it, like I said, it opens up more opportunity for yourself to go anywhere in life. Same thing with just monetizing anything, man. Like it's crazy. Or just learning any type of skill. That's why I want to get really hands-on with repairing. I don't think they have like repairing class. They said it's like the Bible. You're not kidding. No, I know it's big. It's big as hell. It has a lot of stuff. Has everything you need. Literally like the book for IT. I'm shocked. I'm about to like put other people on now that you put me on. But no, yeah. So I just hope that I can achieve this goal, and hopefully, we can end up learning what I'm trying to learn. Just grind it out, get to where I need to get to. Make sure you end up following this journey. Catch y'all in the next one. Y'all are super goated. Love y'all. Wish I could have stayed on longer, but I gotta go. Deuces.